walking. Walking! There's actually a magazine called Walking. Look, Dan, the new Walking is out. Here's a good article, putting one foot in front of the other.
Power on. Bluetooth.
Okay.
Previously on Factoryfault, assASSin. He pursued the thief until they reached a dead end. Got you now, kid. You got nowhere to run. Funny, I could say the same thing about you, Mr. Johnny Fingers. Let's go over the basics. Name 3 key fundamentals that every fighter should have. A good technique, an ability to adapt, and a strong body. Master Fufu stared at me like a disappointed father. Penny pointed to the landline phone. Oh my gosh, is this literally legit a telephone?
Like a phone that's for the whole family, that stays in the house.
Oh, that's a landline. Oh, that's a house phone. Oh, how old am I? How old am I? How old have I gotten? Where people don't know what a house phone is. Oh, she explaining the house phone. Is that a goat?
We ain't got time for this. We need to stop the animals. I heard you the first time, Craig. She turned to Penny. Penny, darling, could you go outside and fetch me a brick? Master Fufu took me outside and put his hand on my shoulder. My friend, the correct answer is Riz. Huh? Riz? Yes, every fighter must have Riz. Master? What is, Riz? I looked at Master Fufu die a little inside. He sighed. Ah, my friend, Riz is short for charisma. And there are 3 types of Riz. Have a seat. The first element is swagger. The second element is drip. And the third was lost to us. Today I will teach you about the first and most important, swagger. Penny ran outside and returned with a brick. The landline phone started to ring and the homie answered it. Hello? Oh, yes sir. Grandma, it's the president. Oh, what the hell does a jackass want? Hang up. But Grandma, I said hang up, butt munch. Then Big Mama grabbed the brick out of Penny's hand and threw it at the homie. But the homie dodged it. You missed. Nigga, please, I wasn't aiming for you. It turns out that Big Mama had opened a portal behind the homie. We are all born with some level of swagger. Some people can channel their swagger through their voice. Their words can change moods and hurt feelings. We call this type of swagger the vocab. I had a flashback to my fight with Professor Roadkill. Then Professor Roadkill hit me with a devastating rhyme. The earth is flat cause your mother sat on that. This wounded me deeply. Well, this must be my lucky day, if it ain't the assASSin. And why do they call you that, sweetheart? Is it cause you have a negative ass?
Damn!
The assASSin threw a Playboy magazine at Johnny Fingers. Hold up, why Playboy when the hub is free? As Johnny was distracted by the magazine, the assASSin tripped Johnny and tried to stab him with her katana. But Johnny managed to block the katana with his saxophone. There are others who can channel swagger through their bodies. They can do amazing things with their bodies. We call them the dancers. And the third type of swagger we call the beat. These guys can manipulate people using instruments. They're very dangerous. I had a flashback to my fight with Tom Tom. Tom Tom started to beat my ass like a drummer at a heavy metal concert. The assASSin had Johnny pinned down, but he kicked her between her legs so hard.
So I kicked her in the belly.
She was thrown into the train tracks. In a desperate scramble, Johnny reached for his saxophone. And then he played Lil Jon's Get Low. You know, to the windows, to the walls. As soon as the assASSin heard the song, she started to twerk violently.
Yo, what?
The assASSin could hear a train coming in the distance, but Johnny had her stun locked. Wow, master. I never knew swag could be used in a fight like that. No, my friend. It's not swag. It's swagger. Like nig. Out of nowhere, a random brick hit Master Fufu upside the head and knocked him out.
FM tender. Power off.
You can't even play with racism no more. You can't even play. I used to go to the dog park and pretend I lost my dog, and I have white people help me look for him. I'd be like, his name nigga. Like, nigga! Call him. You don't like dogs? I mean, it's the nigga! Nigga, please!